Good morning, Soul Family. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the subscribes, the views, shares, comments, super thanks. I appreciate everyone and everything. Let's just jump in. I was going to work from home today, but I forgot my security key in office, so I have to go in office to get the security key. Arr! But this evening, I'm going to not record. I'm going to go ahead and have a social life, see what life has to offer. So we're just going to jump in, ring the bell, clear the energy, and see what the messages the Spirit has for all of us. It's like somebody was like, well, I told you what was about to happen. Yeah, I just see somebody like shrugging their shoulders like, I told you. I told you what was about to happen. We talked about this. I said it. Bottom of the deck, healer of the ages. It's time for healing. If somebody is shrugging their shoulders, they decided it's time for some type of healing. It's time for somebody about this family. Maybe this caring connection in this family. Something that somebody's got to go to fight for. Somebody has to fight for. I feel like somebody's fighting for somebody else's honor now. What's the message? Oh, yeah, because it's time for balance. It's time for balance. And someone has been receiving downloads about what's going on, about the truth, about the situation, about what they need to do, about the path they need to go on, about how they need to handle it. Somebody's receiving downloads. And there's going to be balance because there was a lot of heartache. There was a lot of heartbreak. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Somebody made a decision. Somebody thought long and hard, and they felt like there was no other choice, but they made a decision. It's like they followed their inner guide. They trusted their inner calling. They trusted where Spirit was telling them to go. And doing so, they found blossoming abundance. It's like more than what they would have ever thought before. There was somebody else who was trying to copy their style, who was trying to act like they were them. But really, what that person was doing was just wishing ill will on them. That was it. They was trying to act like, oh, no, no, I am just like this person and we are together. We are this and but no, that wasn't it. It was wishing ill will on somebody. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, because they were attached to what this person has. It's something about this person's heart, the way that they love, the way they connect, the way they feel, the way they make others feel. Somebody, they wanted that. They were attached to it. It was like they didn't have it. They didn't have it. They didn't have that connection. And like I said, they wanted it. They felt like they deserved it. They felt like they deserved it. Not you. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords. They feel trapped, stuck, of their own accord, of their own making, because they chose to create that web. They thought that they were planting seeds. They thought they were planting the right seeds. They thought they were planting those seeds that were going to take them far. But they weren't. What they were doing was just showing somebody, in fact, the seeds that they were planting somewhere else, that person took them for granted. Didn't even appreciate it. It was like, oh, you got that for me too? Yeah, give it here, thanks. Give it here, thanks. But yet they chose to ignore what you were doing for them. And while you were doing for them, they was giving it to somebody else, the same person who was ignoring them, taking them for granted. Stuff is coming out. Somebody's starting to really see that while they was fighting for somebody, that person didn't even give a shit about them. Somebody didn't give a shit about them that they was fighting so hard to protect, fighting so hard to be a part of, fighting so hard to do right, fighting so hard to do this, fighting so hard. Fighting for your enemy. Fighting for somebody who's stabbing you in your back. You doing all you can to protect them, and they was trying to hurt you. But this King of Pentacles, he's starting to see stuff now. Stuff that he didn't notice before about this home, about this family. Especially about the sneaky ways of this Queen of Pentacles, this mother. This father is starting to see all this stuff. All this evidence is starting, more and more and more evidence is coming out. Evidence, not speculation. Evidence is coming out, and this King of Pentacles is seeing it. About this Queen of Pentacles. All this sneaky shit that she's been doing. This Queen of Swords is saying, hey, this is what's going on. But you so into work, you don't see it. Someone's seeing it now. Now they are seeing what's going on at home. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, they are really seeing everything clearly. They went within. They are seeking justice, and they have a whole, they're seeing life in a whole new way. They're seeing life in a whole new way. Everything is like they turned the lights on and the roaches started scattering. You can't go back to not seeing. You can't go back to not knowing. Someone is seeing something, exactly what's going on at home, because they started investigating. They started really looking at everything. Really looking at everything. But somebody's going to have a different way of having justice. Someone decided that they were going to do a different type of justice. It's not going to taking somebody to court. It's like seeing the games that somebody played and being so disappointed with someone that you giving it to somebody else. Seeing how somebody else played all these unnecessary games to create all this unnecessary drama, to create all this unnecessary hurt for someone who did not deserve that. Yeah, like coming up with a different plan. I was going to do it like this, but I don't think this is the way. This ain't the person to entrust this information or this task or this duty or this job with, because I see this person got nothing but games. This person is nothing but a liar. This person will say yes, 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 but they got nothing but games. Someone is switching something up. Someone is switching something up. Yeah. It's like they are looking at something, maybe something to do with the company, something to do with this contract, something to do with something, but somebody's switching something up, but they're not saying nothing about it. They're not saying nothing about it because they see what's up. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Yeah, they started. They started. Yeah. Something about some lies is coming out. Some lies came out. Somebody was caught in some types of lies. There was a lot of them. Somebody was bad mouthing somebody. They was just talking bad. They was just lying. They was just in the lowest vibrational energy that they could possibly be. And someone needs to be taught a lesson about lying. And they was holding on to these lies like they was the truth. They kept holding on to these lies like they was the truth. They was sitting there spreading these lies about this woman holding a heart, causing confusion, making it seem like she's doing this, she's doing that, when she wasn't doing nothing. She wasn't doing nothing. And this person was trying to hold on to these lies like they was the truth because they was the one that was doing it, saying it was her. Somebody's seeing that now. They really thinking about that. They thinking about this person, the type of person that they were from birth as a child, the entire time that they've known them. This father is thinking about this child who was lied on, lied upon, lied about to the nth degree. And for the life of him, this person couldn't think of one time, one bad memory that this person went out and caused no problems, nothing. This person was loving, giving, kind, and has always been like that. Has always been like that since birth. Has always had that Queen of Cups energy since birth. She'll say what she want to say. She'll tell you how she feel, but she's always been loving, always been kind, always been gentle. But if somebody set out, they plan to do harmful things to this person. It was their wish fulfillment to just try and bring this person down, just for the sake of bringing them down, because they wanted this person to be miserable, to be upset, to feel stabbed in the back, to feel let down, disregarded, excluded. And it was all because of somebody's ego. All because somebody wanted to win at all costs. All because somebody wanted to be the star of the fucking show. They put so much time and energy into hating on you, and you put so much time and energy into loving on you and being the best you, that you transmuted that negative energy and turned it into positive energy. And that's why they really couldn't stand you. It was too dumb to see that the more energy they put into you, the better you became. If they wanted to be great, they would put some energy into them. It's like they have this realization now, oh, maybe I should have poured into myself. Instead of worrying about somebody else and trying to cause them pain. And now I'm the one that has to heal. Trying to cause somebody else pain, and now you the one that got to heal. I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach, but if you can't, that's good. If you can, I do apologize. What's the message? What's the message? Oh, stop it. Yeah, somebody is totally off balance because of all the games that they played. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They was trying to get some type of reaction out of you. And it threw them off when you showed no reaction, no response. You was like, guess I'll go on my way then. Guess I'll go do my thing. Yeah. It's like they wanted you to feel left out. They wanted you to feel looked over. They wanted you to fight to be seen. I see myself, and that's good enough. I see exactly who I am. That's all I'm worried about. My lane. What I'm doing. For me. To better me. I'm worried about me. I'm all up in my lane. Happy. Not giving a flying fuck about nobody else's lane. Speaking my truth. Working hard. Loving on myself. Loving on my God. Doing my thing creatively. Looking good while I'm doing it. And leaving this bullshit behind. Somebody knows that they did too much. Somebody knows that they did too much to you. Like I said, it could have been a mother. If so, she feels left out in the cold. She feels separated. She feels blocked. She knows she did too much. There's no way she can come back from that. She's looking at you. She wants to communicate, but she knows that it's probably not going to go anywhere because she knows you're gone. She's going to hear, I feel like she's going to hear news about you soon. Something is going to, news that's going to be traveling all over the world about something new that you're doing. And it's creating a lot of abundance for you. You know, and it's like you are able to, just move on in life in peace and happiness and joy, you know? And it's like, even though it's like she wants to send a message, you know? It's like just wanting to have some type of balance, but, it's like these mothers that have these children, and they may have more than one, but they'll choose one over the other because maybe one looks more like them, one acts more like them, one is more needy, but they'll love one more than the other. And the one that they don't love or love as much, that's the one that's going to have the hard life. That's the one that's going to have to pick themselves up from the bootstraps over and over again. That's the one that the mother's going to take from the one she doesn't really like, and she's going to give it to the one that she loves, adores, exalts. And then she's going to get frustrated at the one that she gives the gum on the bottom of her shoe to chew. She's going to get pissed off at that one if that one stops doing. Because then she can no longer take from this one and give to that one. But then it comes out, the difference. How she put one up here and one down there. And then the world looks at her like, well, why would you do that? Because they're too different. And you have to love them differently because God made us all different. God didn't make us the same. God didn't say, I'm going to love this one a little bit more because this one acts more like me. Or this one looks more like me. Or this one fits more this. Or I like the way this one talks a little bit. God didn't say that. God said, I love all my children. And not just saying it, but actually proving it, by showing it, by doing it, by showing up. By showing up. It's not when the daughter that you exalt lives in a whole nother state and is gonna do this little minimal thing, like maybe move or something, and you go all the way up there, spend a week helping to move and straighten out the house and doing this and doing that and babysitting this and that and the other, and then the daughter that you don't really even like has to have emergency surgery, and her son is at school, and she calls and says, hey, I'm about to go into the operating room, can you please pick my son up from school? And you tell her, sounds like a personal problem, bitch. I got these non-refundable concert tickets, and I plan on being at that concert. I guess you better go call your father. So you do. You remember in all those little times, and this mother, this quote unquote mother, is remembering all of these little times. A lot of them she forgot because she did so much. Her brain couldn't keep all of it in. She did so much. But now she is on the outside trying to peek in. Some things you just can't come back from. Some things are just no bueno. Some things are just, you just have to accept it and move on. That cycle is done. That chapter is over. There is no coming back. The last sword, the very, very, very last sword was the one that cut the deepest, hurt the most, but woke us up completely. And they're thinking about those swords they put in your back. But they're still thinking, contemplating, wondering if they have enough strength, courage, gall to try and communicate with you again. But I feel like so much has happened. You're healed. Your life has gone on. You learned the lesson and you've moved on. You're about to receive a gift from God. It's going to be a tangible gift though, but it is from God. This is for your dedication. This is for your loyalty. This is for you. This is for your pain and suffering. Something that's going to heal you for your pain and suffering. Just like a medical doctor would give, the psychologist, the psychiatrist. This is something that's going to move you forward. It's going to give you the strength to be able to fight a lot of battles. It's going to put you in a good place. It's going to stand you in good stead. It's going to give some balance to your life as long as you excuse me. I don't know what that was. Someone doesn't want me to say it. It's almost like they want you to find out. But expect a gift. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message? Yep, it's on its way. It is on its way. It's going to be here soon. It's on its way. And it's going to be something that makes you feel so good, so happy. It's going to be something that makes you feel like you were the star all along. It's going to be something that absolutely positively makes you feel like the apple of somebody's eye. It's like having a spiritual message, confirmation. Confirmation. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so very much. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And subscribe.